Hey guys, you missed me? This is my first of many videos this year, and I want to introduce to you a feller that crossed my way the last year. Yeah. I'm sorry, I normally start to humanize the guitars that I get right away when I get them. So that's why most of my guitars have names. This one is called Okita and is from STS Guitars. I played this guitar last December when I went to Jonas' house. We made a video together and he explained me everything that goes into building guitars and let me know on his philosophy. Let me first take a second to tell you how this video is structured. The first part will be about the specifications of this wonderful guitar. The second part will be about Jonas' philosophy. And in the third part, I'm gonna talk about how this guitar feels like. I won't talk sounds too much because there is no question in my mind that a guitar in this price range could sound any bad. But if you're interested in sound examples, I've included little snippets in between of my talk. And there is a backing track at the end of the video, but now back to the instrument. When we're in this price range of a guitar, and we're talking here 5,000 euro roundabout, it's all about feel and touch. How comfortable do you feel on this guitar? And how much does it support your own style are the much more important questions. Basically, in my opinion, everything over 1,000 euro is just feel. Everything else needs to be flawless. So first part, let's look at the specifications of the Okita from STS Guitars. Of course, I have Mr. Spec with me for this. He will introduce you to everything the guitar has to offer and what it is made of.
This is the Okita from STS Guitars, a wonderful guitar made out of a 3-piece alder body stained in burgundy pink. The top is made out of a book-matched horse chestnut, the cavities are filled with black shellac. The guitar is equipped with a Heusel Win Plus PA5 pickup and a black Heusel P90 HP vintage pickup. The 640mm neck is, yes, you heard that right, made out of a highest grade selected 1 piece of maple, quarter sawn, oiled and waxed. That also applies to the oiled bone nut. The fretboard is made out of a grain matched maple from the same piece of the wood as the neck. It comes with a 305mm radius and is edge scallop. Let's see if the guitar can hold up with its expectations.
Thank you, Mr. Zack. That was quite detailed. But I would like to briefly mention a few more things. This hexagon shape, or this here, is Jonas' trademark. It is reminiscent of a lotus flower out of the Japanese culture. Normally, these lotus flowers are distributed over the whole guitar body. Edges and corners are also taken into carefully consideration. And he actively shapes roundings such as on the tomo with the veneer. Each individual flower is then partially colored and finished. We're literally talking about 70 to 100 hours of work just for the veneer. What is particularly noticeable is the complexly crafted neck. It is individually rounded at the edges to the outside, creating the feeling that the neck has already been worn down by years of playing. Guitars from the 50s and 60s also have these characteristics, as they have been played for decades, and therefore the wood on the side rubs off over time. We call that edge scalloped. This makes it easier to feel the frets, and it helps the playing feel as well as the orientation of the hand. The attention to detail on this instrument is also noticeable on the back cover of the electronics cavity. This is made of brushed aluminum. The screws here are recessed, and countersunk screws are used so that no further friction can occur your body, and everything is beautifully leveled at the same height. This also applies to the neck screws, which are amped in the wood. The shutter machine heads are feel very good, are really precise, and the 4.2 division of the tuning machine ensures an enormously high tuning stability, so that theoretically you could also work with a tremolo system without any problem. As you would expect it from a guitar in that price range, it is of course perfectly manufactured. I also love the inlays on the fingerboard, which also pick up on the hexagonal lotus shape. However, this love and dedication to the instruments he builds is not surprising to me. From my very first conversation with Jonas, I noticed how much love and attention to detail he puts into the design of his guitars. The way he lays out the lotus flowers on his guitars, arranges them and restructures them again and again is an absolute indication of his dedication. A lot of thought into how he can work out transitions as precisely as it can be. And this continues down to the last capacitor he builds in. Jonas' philosophy, like the brand name Sound Through Sustainability, is not due to a more nature-friendly movement, but arises from the drive to build high-quality instruments with as much individuality as possible that are sustainably designed. No one suffers from building the instrument and still bear his own signature. For example, STS Guitar have a special scale length you wouldn't find on any other instrument. Did you know that? And most of his guitars are equipped not with 21 or 24 frets, but with 22. This guitar in particular has much higher frets, much higher than the standard medium jumbo frets. So you could say the fusion of tradition, innovation and individuality is something that really stands out on STS guitars. Now let's talk how the guitar feels. But first I have to explain what exactly you can look for when you want to test a guitar and want to find out if it fits to your taste. When I pick up a guitar for the first time, I'm particularly careful to make sure what happens when I shake hands with it, just like I would shake hands with a real person. It receives me in a friendly manner, and that I feel comfortable when I run my hand over the neck. Does it sit well on my lap? Is it balanced? Does it hang well on my body when I'm standing? By the way, therefore I'm using Richter straps. I would also highly recommend this to you. These are all things that I check first before I plug it in for the first time. I then start doing some simple checks. I play the spider exercise to see if there's any buzzing on the guitar, so I play it from here to here maybe. Then I play overstretched scales to see if my fingers cope with the fret width, like. And then I just play some chords randomly just to see how my hand feels gripping and pressing the strings. Does it feel good? Does it feel comfortable? Can I get from one chord to the next quickly? How natural does it feel to strum? This is important because 90% of what we are playing is mainly rhythm and rhythmic support, and it's precisely this aspect that is most of the time neglected. That's why I always take more time for chords and rhythms and how my hand feels in different positions of the fretboard, playing different chords like open chords, bar chords, weird jazz chords, so that I know that I'm 100% comfortable when it comes to chords on a guitar. Then I solo and go into the melody and see how bends intonate, how legato playing works, and whether I feel comfortable with the instrument overall. Okay, let's check this guitar. First thing, Spider. Alright, no buzzing, but seriously, it would be really ridiculous to have buzzing on a 5,000 euro guitar, so I expect this guitar to be flawless, and it is. The fret width is good, even if I'm not used to this scale length. Playing chords. Bar chords. Or 7 chords. Or weird jazz chords. Everything works just wonderful, and you can hear how beautiful the guitar delivers them. So that's a safe check. Playing solos and melodies, therefore I'm changing sounds on my cortex. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but this slightly nasal yet full-bodied sounds just goosebumps. Comes perfectly through on this guitar, in particular on the neck pickup, which is like on the bridge pickup. The sound's a little bit thinner, a little flatter. And more reduced, and is therefore wonderfully suited to play palm mutes, rhythmic stuff. Truly a fantastically crafted guitar from a brand that deserves so much more attention. And with these words and the following pre-recorded track, I'm gonna say thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment on how you like STS Guitar, how you like the video, subscribe to my channel, put on the push notifications, visit STS Guitars, and I'll see you next time on Tony's Guitar Hangout.